Hi there, this is the Next Gen Guide to English Grammar, and this is a summary of past continuous sentences. Our first sentence: I was drinking a cup of tea when the parcel arrived. Let's start with the structure of past continuous sentences, which is subject, past of be, verb with ing. So here we have our past continuous sentence, which is made up of two clauses. So the past continuous part is in the first clause. I was drinking a cup of tea. So this is the action that was happening when it was interrupted by the parcel arriving, or when the parcel arrived. So what's the verb? What was happening? Well, the person was having a drink. They were drinking a cup of tea. And then we have the past of be, which was. Why is it was? Because the subject is I. So subject, past of be, verb with ing. I was drinking a cup of tea, and then it's interrupted by, or interrupted when, the parcel arrived. Our next sentence: I felt so happy as I was walking home. So let's put the structure of past continuous sentence, which is again subject, past of be, verb with ing. And of course, this tense is used in this clause here. So this is the past simple, I felt happy, or I felt so happy. And then in this clause, I was walking home. So this is describing the action that was taking place when it was interrupted by the person feeling happy. So the subject here is I, past of be is was, and the verb is walk with ing. The next sentence: they gave us free coffee while we were waiting. So very similar to the last sentence. So we've got subject, past of be, verb with ing. So the subject is we, past of be is were, the verb is wait with ing. They gave us free coffee while we were waiting. So we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and then that waiting was interrupted when they gave us free coffee. Let's have a look at negative sentences. So I wasn't watching when they scored the second goal. So this is very similar, except this time we, of course, use not. So the structure is subject, past of be, not, verb with ing. So I wasn't. Here we use the contraction, past of be with not. I wasn't. So I is the subject, and then the verb is watch with ing. I wasn't watching when they scored the second goal. The next sentence: he wasn't doing any work when the teacher looked at him. So same again. Subject, Where's the subject here? It's on this side, isn't it? He. What's next? Past of be. And then not. And finally, verb with ing. So this is the verb do with ing. And of course, was not. Past of be with not. Very long sentence, this one. So he wasn't doing any work when the teacher looked at him. Another negative past continuous sentence. Again, subject, past of be, not, verb with ing. So the subject is she, past of be is was, of course, because the subject is she, so she was, but this is negative, so she was not, and then the verb is think with ing. She wasn't thinking when she added sugar instead of salt, which, depending on what she was cooking, might actually improve the food. Maybe. Okay, so were you sleeping when I called? These are questions now. So for past continuous questions, we start with past of be. And then subject. And what's next? That's right, it's verb with ing. Were you sleeping? We can continue and have a question mark. So past of be here is were. Subject is you. And sleep gets ing. Were you sleeping when I called? So same again. Past of be. Subject. Verb with ing. Past of be was. Why is it was? Because the subject is an it. It was, the phone was the phone. And then the verb here is to charge, to which we add ing. Was the phone charging when you pulled the plug out? So let's just make that clear. And was the game still downloading when you got home? So same again, very straightforward. Past of be, which is was. Why is this was? Because the subject is an it, the game. Subject. Verb with ing, which is here. Downloading. So was the game still downloading when you got home? Now a question for you. See if you can answer before I tell you what the answer is. something your email when you called me. So remember, we want to make a past continuous sentence. All of these answers are grammatically correct, but only one of them is past continuous. So is it, I was reading your email when you called me? I had just finished reading your email when you called me? Or I just read your email when you called me? So the easy way to answer this question is to look at the structure for affirmative past continuous sentences, which is subject, past of be, verb with ing. So this is what we want. So the subject here is I. So we need in our answer two parts. We need past of be. So it could be this one. It's had past of be. No, it isn't. And it's just, no. So it must be A. I was reading your email when you called me. Of course, I was reading is the action that was happening, which was interrupted when the person called. So the answer is A. I was reading your email when you called me.